Hey, my friends, how are you? Here I am at my buddy's house, Justin Klatt, in Phoenix, Arizona. Elias Israel coming at you. You know that. You're on my YouTube station. Hey, what am I doing in Phoenix? I got a performance tonight, and I've been flying this morning. And man, look, Justin's not here right now. So he said the front door is open because I'm crashing with him tonight. Look where I'm about to go. I'm about to get up in that pool. I'm going to put my swim trunks on. I hope you guys are doing so great. Hold on. Dance break. So on my Facebook this morning, I posted a, hey, ask me a question kind of thing. You know how you do. And an interesting question came up, and I thought this would be a good thing to share with my YouTube subscribers. The question was this: how in the world do you identify what your passion is in life? What your purpose and your gifting is in life? And the reason that came in is because I have historically talked a lot, especially recently. I've talked a lot about giftings, and here's the reason why: is because there's an old passage that says, your gift will make room for you. And so you can see it like this. You can see it as, say in your life, you're feeling very stressed because it feels like things are closing in. Things are pressing, stress, financial issues, relational issues, a bunch of different things, your work, things are pressing in on you. And you can think of your gift in this way, according to this passage, as like it is like a security person assigned to you that is pushing people out of the way. Maybe not necessarily pushing them violently, because that's not a nice security guy. But it is clearing a path for you, so that way you can breathe, so everything doesn't kill. Every now and then I'll go to places and they will have a security person assigned to me. And that person will ensure that when other people are they linger too long, they're too close, it's getting awkward, it's got a hint of weirdness to it, they will be a presence that will help usher in space between me and the possible assailant. I don't know if they're an assailant, the possible whatever, but they'll create a space. And that's what our gifting is. Our gift is what creates the space, the room. It actually makes room for us. And so you got two things of what I believe. You got what is your gifting and what is your calling. And so a lot of people are consumed with, what am I called to do with my life? What am I called to do with my life? I come from a kind of a faith-based background and worked in faith-based organizations for a long time. And that is a question I would get a lot of times is, I don't know what I'm I don't know what I'm here for. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And that's a good question. And then we get glimpses of things that we're like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Those glimpses are given to us because it's as a result of being exposed to something else. And so then we're exposed to something that like hungry children in foreign countries. It doesn't even have to be kids. It can be just grown people that haven't eaten, and you are exposed to that, and all of a sudden you feel a call on your life that you are going to do whatever it takes to help these people. That's the call on your life. And then when we get that call, we completely abandon the gifting. But the problem is, this is the order. It's your gifting that will make room for your calling. And so a lot of people abandon their giftings when your gifting is actually the tool you're going to need to get the influence and resources to get your gifting. And so the question was, how do I identify and how do I make a living out of it? How do I identify what my gifting is and what my passion is, and how in the world can I do that for a living? It's a good question. I don't know if this applies to everybody, but certainly it's worth a shot, especially if you're out there and you're like, man, I'm just miserable. I don't like what it is I do. I'm miserable every day. I just come home feeling like, oh, another day. Identify your gifting. What's your passion? Here's how you can identify. Here's a pretty easy way to identify. What is it that you would show up early for and leave late for if pay wasn't even involved? What is something that you would show up early for and leave late for, even if pay was not a factor? It's just something you love. It's something you love to do. That's how you identify your giftings. It's a gift to you. And you would show up early because you love to be a part of it. You love doing this. That's where it may not be that you're to the point yet where it's a gift to others, but first it's 2 stages. First it's a gift to me first. It's a gift us personally. It's a gift to us. And then it's a gift to others. First it goes to you, then it goes through you. For instance, I'm a drummer. Started playing when I was 9 years old. When I started playing drums, it was a gift to me. Music was a gift to me. It wasn't a gift to anybody else through me because I was horrible at drums when I started. But there came a point, I would be for hours just playing and playing. It was a gift to my life. But then there became a point where I actually got good at drums. And then it became a gift. It became a gift to other people. So it became a gift, number one, to me. And then, secondly, through me. Then it made room for me. It made room for me on stages. It made room for me when other people would need someone accompanying them. It made room to make this more beautiful, complete thing. That's how you identify. I would show up early and I would stay late. No pay involved because I had a passion and love for music. Same thing with comedy for me. Man, I love comedy. I watch things. When I started in comedy, I'd show up at clubs. I didn't even have to be performing. I'd just show up. I loved being around the scene, and I still do. One, it was a gift to me. Love comedy. I was horrible at it. And then it became a gift through me the more I applied it to. So the third thing is what do we do? Actually, it's the second thing. First, how do you identify it? Secondly is how do you make it your livelihood? How do you make profit off of it? It may not be your complete livelihood. Did you know that the average million and billionaire, I know there's a big difference there, but they have at least seven avenues of wealth. That means 7 streams of what they make their income from. And most of us on earth, what we do is we just say, well, I got this one thing that I do. And then we think, well, there's a cap on me because I can't make any more at work. There's no more promotions. There's 7 avenues. So don't think in terms of limitation when it comes to your gifting. Find out what it is, find out what you love to do, and then ask yourself, how can I monetize from this and it become a source of revenue, an income for me? It's worth asking. It's worth asking that question. And remember, get creative with it. Pull in people who think beyond how you think, because how we think has limited us to where we are. Pull in people who are creative and say, you know what, have you thought about this? Maybe you can do this. Listen, in this society right now, with all the resources we have and access we have for exposure, there's so many ways to make income off of the things that we are gifted at when it becomes a gift to others. So let your gift make room for you. Let your passion make room for you, and you'll find yourself walking in your call. All right, thought that'd be interesting to share based off the questions that came in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And I ask you to subscribe. Click the subscribe, leave a comment, and I really appreciate it. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.